You work 9 to 5, you commute, by the time you get home, you're exhausted. So, how are you actually supposed to build a business without burning out? But here's the truth, you don't need more time, you need a better system. I'm Francesco, and in this video I'm going to show you my roadmap to building a profitable side hustle in just 20 focused hours a week without quitting your job and without losing your mind. But before we talk about what business to start, we have to fix how you view your current job. Most people see their 9 to 5 as a prison. They wake up angry, they commute angry, and they spend all day dreaming about the days they can slap a resignation letter. But here's the truth, quitting your job with zero revenue puts you in survival mode. And when you are in survival mode, you make bad decisions because you need money now. The hybrid entrepreneur sees it differently. Your full-time job is not the enemy. Your full-time job is your angel investor. Think about it. Your boss is literally funding your startup. They pay for your rent, your food, and your internet, so that every dollar you make in your side hustle can be reinvested. And this gives you the ultimate luxury in business: patience, time. So your paycheck is secured. Now, what business do you start? This is where 90% of the employees fail before they even begin. They choose a business model that fights against their job instead of working around it. They try to start businesses that require synchronous attention. Picture this, you decide to start B2B consulting. Since you have professional skills, you think, I'll just consult for other companies on the side. But here's the problem, your B2B clients also work 9 to 5. They want to schedule Zoom calls at 10 a.m. on a Tuesday. They want status updates on Thursday afternoon. They operate exactly when your boss expects you to be working. This is the trap. If your side hustle requires your immediate attention between 9 and 5, it's not a side hustle. It's a distraction that will eventually get you fired. So let's set up a couple of rules. Rule number 1, zero to low startup cost. Since we are keeping our job, we are risk averse. We aren't Silicon Valley startups burning venture capital. We are bootstrapping. If the business idea requires you to buy $5,000 inventory or expensive software just to launch, walk away. The goal is to profit from day one, not to pay off debt for year one. Rule number 2, it must be asynchronous. This is a concept I use all the time, but it's critical for business. Asynchronous means the work does not happen in real time. If you are a consultant selling hour-long Zoom calls, that is synchronous. You have to be there. But if you are selling a digital template, a course on writing code, that is asynchronous. You can do the work at 6 a.m., you can do it at 10 p.m. It doesn't matter when the work happens, as long as the output is delivered. If a customer can ruin your day by demanding a reply in 5 minutes, that business fails the filter. Rule number 3, high leverage, the input-output equation. This is the most important one. Don't trade time for money. Driving for Uber is a side hustle, but it is not a business. It has zero leverage. You stop driving, you stop eating. We want high leverage. We want to build assets like digital product, contents, or automated system that work for us while we are sitting at our desk at work. You build it once and sell 1,000 times. So before you commit to an idea, ask yourself this question. Will this business still grow if I ignore it for 8 hours straight? If the answer is no, pick something else, because your boss is going to demand those 8 hours, whether you like it or not. Okay, now let's talk about something really important. The biggest lie we tell ourselves is, I'll start when I have more time. If you can't build a business in 20 focused hours a week, you can't build it in 40. This is Parkinson's law. Work, expand to fill the time available. Here is the exact schedule I recommend for the hybrid entrepreneur, and it starts before you clock in. Monday through Friday morning, this is not negotiable. 1 hour before work. I call this the power hour. Why morning? Because your 9 to 5 will drain your energy. If you wait until 6 p.m. to do the most important work, you've already lost. Give your business your freshest brain cells. Monday to Friday lunch, 30 minutes. This isn't for deep work. You can't focus with a sandwich in your hand. This is for admin and learning, answer emails, watch a tutorial, or reply to comments. It keeps the momentum going without burning brain power. Now, Monday through Thursday evenings, 2 hours. This is for execution. Since you already did their thinking in your morning power hour, this time is for building. Saturday morning, 4 hours of deep work. 8 a.m. to 12 p.m., this is where you make your biggest leaps. And Sunday? Sunday's empty. It's for family, friends, and reset in your brain. Unless you're drawing clients, keep this day sacred. You cannot run a marathon at a sprint pace. This schedule gives you roughly 20 hours a week. That is a part-time job, but because it's focused, it produces full-time results. But here's the catch, these 20 hours must be ruthless. No phone, no TV, just execution. Because when you have limited time, focus is your only leverage. Now you have the schedule, but what do you actually do during those power hours? Most people hide behind a computer screen. We are going to do the opposite. Here is a 30-day launchpad to get your first paying client without posting a single piece of content. Week 1 is the inner circle audit. Do not start a blog, do not post on LinkedIn. Instead, open your phone contacts. Look at the businesses in your city. Your goal is to have 5 conversations. You aren't selling anything yet. You're just a researcher. Reach out to friends in the industry or local business owners you already know and say exactly this. Hey, name, I'm working on a new project to help businesses with problem. I know you already deal with this daily, so I'd love to have a coffee with you and ask you 3 specific questions. No sales pitch, I promise. I just need your expert feedback. Are you free Tuesday? When you meet them, ask, what is the most painful part of your day regarding problem? Then shut up and listen. Their complaints are your business plan. Week 2 is the offer. Take the biggest pain point you heard in week 1 and draft a solution. Remember the hybrid rule. Keep it asynchronous. If they said their team communication is a mess, don't offer communication coaching. Offer a team Slack handbook or a setup guide. Productize the solution. Week 3 is the MVP build, minimum viable product. Use your morning power hours for this. Build the simplest version of that solution. Don't build a Ferrari, build a skateboard. You just need to get them from problem A to solution B. Week 4 is the beta invitation. This is where the magic happens. You don't need to cold email strangers. You got back to the same 5 people you interviewed in week 1. Hey name, thanks again for the chat. You mentioned that problem X was costing you a lot of time. I actually spent the last week building a simple system to fix exactly that. Since you helped me with the research, I'd love to give it to you for 50% off or free in exchange for the testimonials. Want to try it out? Because they already know you and because they gave you the idea, the trust is already there. You don't need 1,000 followers, you just need one friend or local business to say yes. That is how you launch. Now I want to leave you with one final rule. This is what separates the people who quit in month 3 from the one who leaves their jobs in year 2. And the golden rule is, ignore the 30-day result. We just built a 30-day launchpad, but the reality is you probably won't be rich in 30 days. The goal of the first month isn't profit, it's momentum. If you judge your side hustle by your first paycheck, you will quit. But if you judge it by the skills you're building and the people you're meeting, you will win. Think of this as your roadmap. You're planting seeds today so that next year you have options that you don't have right now. Now, I know I threw a lot of system at you. The 20-hour schedule, the hybrid model, the outreach scripts. You don't need to memorize them all right now. I packaged everything we talk about and 3 more outbound systems I successfully used for my business into my free 9-to-5 escape guide. You can find the link in the description below, download it, print it out and stick it on your wall. This was part 1. In part 2 we're going to talk about how to find your second and third client without burning out. Subscribe so you don't miss that one. Now go send the first text message. I'll see you in the next video.